Hello. Look, crazy moped riders again, eh? Look at this, look. Jockeying for position. Yeah, squeezing in between the cars. Yeah, and the copper's doing it as well. Look at him. He's a copper. He's doing it. He's doing it as well. So what you get? You get an accident waiting to happen, don't you? Look, because there's a tailback. There's a tailback here. There you go, look, that crazy one, look. Hey, diving in. They're the jockeys of the 21st century, these are. The jockeys of the 21st century, look. Jumping the whole bloody line, look. Look, they're all the bloody same, look. Here's another one. Look. See him squeezing between the cars. Look, here wee, ducking for safety. Look, and another one. It's crazy. This is an accident. This is accidents waiting to happen, and they should sue. They should sue the police. They should sue the authority, because this shouldn't be allowed to happen. If you got a tailback, you got a tailback for everyone, not just for cars, innit? But what happened here was that some, I guess it must be about 16 years ago. 16 years ago, Bolsonaro came into power, and the first thing he did was he made moped riders allowed to wear, or rather to ride mopeds without bleeding helmets, and that led to a massive. Yeah, see those two over there? Look, jockeying for position. But that led to a massive number in mopeds, and look, they're crazy, look. Diving. Look, there's another one, look. There you go. Look. Go on, mate. Go on. You're other racists. Off they go. Look, the whole bloody bunch of them. Crazy bastards. And what gets me about all this, yeah, what gets me about it is that a load of them are actually got kids on board, you know, because they're taking them to school, and they don't want to be late for work. So bugger the safety of anyone, mate. They play with their own, they take their own risks, and their family. Yeah, that's poor sod on a bike there. Look, on a bicycle. Yeah. There's more of them, look. Look. Oh, they're getting nervous. And they're getting nervous, look, hey. Here's chicken. You should have gone first. And they come from, look, from a distance, look. Doubling all the way, doubling. All the way, look. It's a miracle. Look. The centre line on the road means it's motorbike passage, isn't it? Look. Look. He's taking his girl to school. Look, another one. Taking his wife to work. Crazy bastards. Seriously, this has got to stop. Because the anarchy. It's anarchy. That's what it is. These are the jinetes of the 21st century, mate. You know, look, there's another one. No respect for the line. No. There's another biker. Yeah. There's another one. This is a big bike and all, yeah. It's taking off the bloody road. There's another bunch of them, look. Another bunch. Yum, 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 look. Alright. Yeah, ducking for safety. Squeezing in between bloody cars, look. It's crazy. If they knew what it hurt coming off a bike and landing on the asphalt, if they knew how much it hurt, they'd be less prepared to take risks. But they don't. See, look. Here's another one, look. There's another one. All the way, mate. All the way, look. This is crazy. This is every morning. Every morning all around Gibraltar this is. And I tell you what, if you go near the border, it's really crazy there. That is like a, you know, free for all. And the coppers had an instance when one of them bashed into me, into the car. One of them bashed into the car, and on top of it, I had the copper giving me grief. And I said to him, mate, what about the motorbike? Oh, he's gone, isn't he? Alright, so you stopped me because I was stuck in bleeding traffic. You couldn't stop him, so you're giving me the grief. No, mate, you should have stopped him. Look, here's another one, look. Here's another one. Oh, at least this one's used the indicator. Look. And another one squeezing up there in between the bloody traffic, look. Scares the shits out of the bloody drivers on the cars. But they, of course, they couldn't give a fuck about that. It's everyone for himself on Gibraltar's roads. That's how it is. Every day of the year. Yeah, and you'd think some of them were responsible people, you know, because, I mean, maybe it's lawyers and stuff like that, you know. But no, look, crazy. Damn crazy, look. Yeah, look at that lot. There's traffic going up the other way. Never mind. Push your luck, baby, push your luck. Look at that. This is crazy moped riders. Mark II. Quick brief. There you go. Quick brief on the scenery. That's paradise. And paradise it could be hell for the moped riders of Gibraltar.